Happy New Year! Welcome back to the channel, and I'm so excited to be talking to you guys again in this new year. Welcome, Happy New Year! I wish you the very best in this new year. Welcome to 2023. You're welcome. If you're new on my channel, my name is ADUNNI'S and I am a content creator based in Abuja, Nigeria. And as you can tell from the title, the first video we'll be having on the channel today, this year and this month, is how to make your own frontal knotless braid wig. And I just showed you guys the frontal I am using, and I already attached it to my wig cap. I have a full video on all the process of how to attach it to your wig cap, how to get your normal size, and a very detailed video on that. You can scroll down a bit on my channel to watch that video. If you're new on my channel, you're welcome, and if you're an OG, you already know how it is. You're definitely going to learn a thing or two on this channel and definitely in this video. Please do not forget to click the subscribe button if you find this video helpful. So what I am doing is prepping my frontal. So if this is not the first time you're watching any of my tutorial, you know I love to prep either my frontal or my closure before I start my wig making. And if you've seen the video from my closure knotless wig, I did something similar to this. I have a full tutorial video on how to go about this, how to get the perfect size, how to do your parting, and just, you know, all the mere that is attached to it. So that is why this part is not so detailed, but if you're interested in seeing that video, I'll link it up and I'll also leave it in the description box. So that was what I was doing in this part, and after doing that, I think I had nine roll on each side, I guess. Yes, 9 roll on each side. So I went ahead to use this tabletop mannequin holder, which is actually so easy. Like, I prefer using this to the usual long tripod stand. This is actually very easy. I can sit down and just walk. So what I went ahead to do was to space out my braid and the part that is not the closure, like that is on the wig cap. So what I did is just to crochet a half part of the extension I'll be using and use the other half part to grip my braid. So this actually gives it like a better grip on like, or compared to when you're crocheting the whole extension into the wig cap. That will actually pull your wig cap and will make your wig cap I don't know the English, but this actually helps you, like this particular method you guys just see me do, helps you grip your extension with your wig cap, so the braid is not pulling out on the long run. Excuse me. So the braid is not pulling out in the long run. So what I went ahead to do after putting my braid on the wig cap side, I went ahead to make sure that I lined through so that it covers the wig part and just give it a very neat finishing. Like, this part is actually very necessary. You don't want to skip it. So you're going to see how I am going to do that in a few seconds. Well, in a few seconds. So what I went ahead to do is part my extension into two and crochet the first half into the line where I want it to be. So I realized if I left it where I initially crochet the extension on, it's going to slip on the braid that was at the back and it's not going to give it a nice setting. So I removed it and gave it a little space, as you guys can see from the video. So that's a little part. Then I went ahead to use the other part of the extension to grip it, and we are good to go, right? So now, if you don't know how to make knotless braid, you don't want to skip the next few minutes in this video, because I showed you guys how I grip my knotless braid from the start, and how I add my extension to make my work look neat and attractive. And guys, this is just to say that this whole process took me I started filming this like early December, because I knew this is what I wanted to put up on the channel first thing in 2023. So I started filming it early, and I have the intention of selling this particular wig. Like the previous wigs I've made, I give them out, give my sister, but I have the intention of selling this particular one. Guys, this wig took me about 5 weeks, which normally it shouldn't take me that long, but I don't know why. I was trying to achieve perfection. I traveled in between, I was filming other videos in between. Guys, if you're interested in buying this wig, there will be a link to my email and a link to my Instagram in the description box. If you're interested, you can send me a mail, or you can send me a DM on Instagram, and we can talk price. So the first thing I did is to set out my extension that I will be using, and you can just see the way I'm gripping it. Like you can see, like I don't think I need to explain this. So I went with adding from the smallest extension that I had laid out to adding the next size, and just like that, as you can see, just what I'm doing. But you don't want to skip. If you don't get it this first time, you definitely get it the next one I'll be showing you guys. So as I was saying, this will take me like 5 weeks to make. Normally it shouldn't take more than 1 week or 7 days. Yeah, 1 week. But I was trying to achieve perfection. I traveled in between. There was Christmas holiday, my birthday, there was New Year break. Well, long story short, I finished filming this wig exactly on the 2nd of January. Like I was so proud of myself, and it looks so beautiful. Like the outcome of this wig is so beautiful. It's so pretty. So you just want to keep adding extension till you get the desired length that you're trying to make. So after braiding everything, like at this point I was so relieved, like I was so excited. So what I went ahead to do is to individually and trim on the braids. And honestly, there are different methods of getting like flyaways off your braids, but for me this is my most preferred method. I've seen my hairstylist use hand dryer on occasions where I braided my hair at the salon to trim it instead of doing this, which I feel like it's more time effective. This method is actually very time consuming, but it gets the job done, and that is the main thing for me. So after trimming this, the next thing I went ahead to do was to dip my old braid, like from the root down to the tip, into hot water. So because I have noticed that dipping it directly into hot water may get the cold tip, so what I normally do is to pour the hot water on the braids all through, layer by layer, and have it just drip down it. And even if I feel like I have not gotten the hot water down onto it, I just keep pouring the hot water until I'm satisfied with the level of circulation, until I feel like the grip is on everything, like the hot water is on everything. And you guys should actually ignore my cornrow at this point, like ignore it please. Like, let's assume nobody saw that. Okay, let's assume nobody saw that. So I just kept pouring the hot water till I was satisfied that it had gone through all the tip of the braid. And this method prevents the tip from getting coiled up, because I wanted it to come out looking very straight, like bone straight. You guys get. And this is the last process. You can go ahead to apply your braids oil. You can go ahead to apply your nose, and just leave it and let it sit out to dry. I also went ahead to style it in different styles, because I was so in love with the outcome of this braid. So if you're interested to purchase this, you can send me a DM on Instagram or send me an email. My details will be in the description box, and I'll put the price in the description box. So I'll put the price that I am willing to sell it on the screen. So if you're interested, my details will be in the description box. Thank you so much for watching.